Ayo, we are back with another one. Now, we are going to go through our book collection. We have a rather small one, and let's try to get this done fairly quickly. So, first off, we're starting off with the art books. We got here, Anatomy for Fantasy Artists. Back when I had my art phase. Very cool book. Obviously, I didn't fully go through the artist route, at least not at this point in my life. But I mean, there's still time if I wanted to ever go back, but this is just one of the art books that I have in my collection. This book is insanely good, quite amazing, like so many good references, so many good instructions. Like this is an incredible book. Gotta be careful because with these art books you never know, you might turn to a page and it might not be YouTube safe, so but anyway, I think you get the point. So Anatomy for Fantasy Artists, it's the first book. Move that off to the side. Next one here we have, and I'm gonna have to look up how to pronounce this probably later, but this one is Giovanni, it's either Civardi or Kivardi, Giovanni Cavardi's Complete Guide to Drawing. Another very, 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 very cool art book. Once again, back when I was in my drawing phase, this one is actually incredibly detailed, like super, super detailed. I gotta be careful with this one too, because I might turn to a page that's not YouTube safe, and but you kind of get the idea with this one. So another really, really cool book of art. It is so good, and for this one in particular, this was back in the Borders days. Look at that, $9, $9 from back in the day, brand new, by the way. So that's the next book, the next art book. Yeah, this was another one of my favorites. Drawing and Painting Fantasy Figures. Yeah, this one is nice. Just another beautiful art book. Goes through some incredible works. Has very, very cool tips and tricks and instructions and details, and it's, man, I love art books just in general, Gotta be careful with this one too, because I might you always gotta be careful with these art books, so you never know. Like, it's art, so it's probably safe, but you want to be careful with it. Yeah, this is another one on the list. This one's I love it. So that's another one there. All right, next up in our collection, of course, and you know what? Let me put both of these in here. Side by side, right? So, of course, the classic How to Draw Manga series. So I have the Manga Techniques How to Draw Japanese Manga Volume 5, and then I have the How to Draw Manga Drawing Yaoi. Now, I think there's going to be a lot of people, a lot of artists, a lot of anime fans that may already have these books or know what these are about. Now, this one in particular, because I know what you're thinking, drawing yaoi, huh? Look. This was back in the day where there were a lot of... All right, first off, there's generations when it comes to artists. There's generations when it comes to anime fans, manga fans. This was back in the day where this stuff was like... It was important to get a good rounded view of all the different things. Like, if I didn't, at the time, I wasn't able to find a drawing Yuri book, but you bet that if I did at that time, I would have had it with the drawing yaoi. You want to be well rounded, you want to know how to do things like that. And there's nothing wrong with yaoi. Absolutely nothing wrong, So that's those. I don't think, well, actually, just look a little bit. For this one, they actually have it in Japanese style, so it's, it's going to be from this side. Very decent, very cool. And then for this one, it's going to be the regular standard Western side. So from here, and then, goes through the usual stuff with anatomy and all that, the different stuff, the heads and the torsos and all that other stuff. It's a drawing yaoi book. You get the point. So that's that. I think we have a couple more now. These aren't particularly, well, they're artist books, but they're not like super how to draw books. So we got these two. I'll put these side by side. I feel like these are kind of must-haves as well. These were very inspirational ones. So we have the Mangaka America, and then we have the Japanese Comicers 2. I think some of you out there may have these in your collection as well. Very inspirational books, in my opinion. Oh, I already turned to my favorite, well, one of my favorite artists, Christy Leesky. Oh yeah, Replay and Next Exit. Ah man, she is one of my favorite artists of all time. She is quite something. So yeah, this book. Now there's other artists in here too. Like some this book has just amazing artists, amazing amazing art. Like it's incredible. I love these books, man. Mangaka America. And then of course Japanese comicers. Now this one has like some very well-known artists in here, like top level industry standard people, you know? So this one is also super inspirational. Very, very cool. Oh, you guys already, you can tell by the art style who this artist is. You can tell. Let me go to the page before it, but you can already tell who the art style is. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, this book is crazy good. You know? So that's Japanese comicers. Moving on. Now we're past the art books. So let's get to an honorable mention. Purple Sky Magazine. Now this is a magazine, but just an honorable mention because, you know, I have a separate video I'll do for like my manga and like other magazines I have, but we're just going to put this in here as a special mention because, you know, this was back in the day and I had a phase where I was into, I mean, I still love the J-Rock, Visual K scene and all that. So yeah, I got this way back in the day. So just like I said, an honorable mention. I love the bands and all that. So, and this was spring of 2007. Yep. So that's way back. All right, honorable mention. And now to something a little bit more, you know. So this is the Encyclopedia of Magic Witchcraft. And I know what you're thinking, huh? See, there was a theme before. It was like, there's the theme where it was like, can you tell that I was into art? And now it's a theme of, what is this stuff? So yeah, this is an interesting book. It goes through all types of stuff. It goes through shamanism and Chinese magic and Celtic magic and alchemy and you name it, man. This book is quite interesting. So yeah, that's a part of our collection. Let's get to this one. Now this might look a little bit normal, right? Red Queen. I think this one's a very popular series. I was actually gifted this book by a friend. I haven't technically read it yet, but it is on my list of books that I will get to eventually. I hear that it's really, really good. And yeah, so it's in my collection. I will read it eventually because I know it's good. And now this one's it's probably also in the random section. Yes, Series 7 Exam for Dummies. There was a time in life where I was actually looking into becoming a stockbroker or a licensed securities broker, whatever you want to call it. So I was, you know, studying for Series 7 and doing research and all that other stuff because I was really contemplating it. Eventually decided not to do it, but yeah, I got this book just, you know, just cuz. So that's part of the collection. And now to the most important books, aside from the art books, of course. We have Machine Learning and Security, Protecting Systems with Data and Algorithms. So this one is it's more of an educational book, mostly in regards to Python, security, other stuff like that. So no pictures on this one, just, you know, equations and other things like that. And, you know, kind of boring unless you're really into this stuff. I love it. So, of course, it's going to be in my collection because I love software engineering and coding and all that other stuff. I know it's weird because you've seen mostly like gaming stuff on my channel and other stuff like that. But yeah, I actually do have books like this in my collection. I do actually read these stuff. So there's that. And now it's going to get into another. Let's put these side by side as well. Chemistry Demystified, inorganic chemistry, and then mathematical methods for physical and analytical chemistry. Can you tell that I had a thing for chemistry? Can you tell? I think for this one, because this was in my Full Metal Alchemist phase. Oh yeah. That was in my Full Metal Alchemist phase, all right. So yeah, these are my chemistry books. Some of you may have these, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not sure about how popular these are, especially this one, Mathematical. Like, who would get this book besides me? Like, you really have to be interested in this stuff. It's extreme. Like, unless you're into this, it's extremely boring. Unless you're into this stuff. I mean, like, coordinate systems for molecules. You guys don't care about that stuff. It would interest me, but some people it wouldn't. And it's like, I was very much into analytical chemistry back in the day, so and then of course in inorganic chemistry. I couldn't stand organic chemistry. I could not stand it. I respect it, but I couldn't stand it back in the day. But I did enjoy inorganic chemistry, so that's this book. Very interesting. And then of course Chemistry Demystified. I think I got this because I was bored one day and I was looking for some more chemistry books, so there's that. So those are those books. And then we're getting down to the last in our collection. We have not one, not two, but 3 copies of this book, The World is One, by Princess Yi Bangja of Korea. And if we're going to be technical, she was also part of the Japanese royal family, technically, but nobility, definitely. She was an extension of the Japanese royal family, but she was still technically a royal or a noble by blood. It gets complicated. Anyway, this was her. She was a Korean princess as well through marriage. So, but yeah, this is her autobiography, and it's crazy the things that went on during those times, bro. Wild. So this one does have pictures. Here you go. You see the Emperor Gojang, and then the Emperor Sunjong. And I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Whoops. And then you have here Lady Om, Queen Yun. Yeah. So this one, it has a series of pictures from back in the day, and then many pictures, in fact. And then, of course, it tells the story. It goes through her life, the things that happen. I mean, it is. It gets crazy. There are parts in there that are very dark because this was during a lot of things. Oh man. Yeah. So this one is probably going to be the hardest out of all the books to find, I imagine, because one, it's a collector's edition book, and you're not going to find this cheap. Let's just be real. This was 1970. When was this? Oh yeah, she has a thing. This was it 19? When was this published? Taiwan Publishing Company, Seoul in Los Angeles, 1973. So it's been. Wait, as of this year, this is 2023. So as of this year, this is 50 years old, if I did my math right. Yeah, 50 years old. So definitely collectors. I got my hands on 3 of them. Wasn't exactly the easiest, but yeah, you can probably find these. I think there's a couple places around that still have these, but yeah, it's not like, look at the condition that they're in. It's kind of rough. Like I said, old book, but you can. Hey, it's hard to find. So, but yeah, this is probably the most valuable out of all my collection, if we're going to be real. So yeah, that's pretty much my collection, and yeah, we can end it with that. So like always, live peacefully and take care of yourselves. We out.